Hey, we're live. Okay.
What you playing?
Star Rail.
Okay.
Because look,
Mm.
I have put off all my side quests. Look for...
暇があるなら一曲どうだ。
宇宙ステーションをあなたの家だと思っていいのよ。
I wish this stuff was voiced. Because I'm not gonna read all this shit out loud.
What, a TOS update or what?
No. Side quest shit.
Oh.
「次のスケジュールは」
What am I going to misunderstand, Asta? That you like Fox girls? Because I'm literally bringing up a Fox girl appreciation group chat that you guys are in.
It's John. Is it streaming?
Hi, Is. Good thing you said that. I was about to open up with some shit.
Uh,
I was about to say the most out-of-pocket shit you'd ever would have heard. The demonetization demon would have sniped you right there. So what you playing?
Star Rail?
Oh, that bottom tier game.
Yeah, quite.
I kid you. I kid you. Kinda.
Man out here sounding like a obese food review channel.
Yes, I am. Obese. My size, I'm in shape, mate. But you know, my shape is a circle. More like an oval, really.
Hmm. I mean, you could make money on the food reviews.
Yeah, I'd rather not be a repeat of that one guy who just stuffs his freaking mouth every video and is the worst possible example of being obese possible.
Don't go Nico Avocado, but
I
Food is-
swear, if the
That's-
rumors are true and he's actually starting to lose weight, and all of this was a case study that you can gain a lot of weight and still lose it afterwards, it will be the best case study ever.
Doubt.
Oh, I hope it does.
Numby is directing me towards treasure.
Oh yeah,
But,
it is. You said something. You linked something earlier about Destiny too. What was it?
Oh, it's their boilerplate response to what's happened in the past week, and it's like we
What
are
happened?
hurting and we've lost your trust, and we're gonna do everything we can to make the next update like as good as the best updates from before. And it's like, okay, I don't care. This is a non-answer.
Also, does what they say even matter considering they got bought out? No way,
Yes.
Activision bought. No way, yeah.
They got bought out as well, but this is purely their decision.
But the thing is that it doesn't really matter about any of this, because the person writing that, one, it has to be approved to be sent out. Two, it's not going to be any better than they're comfortable with delivering in their inane pipeline, because management has been constantly stopping them and telling them to stop doing good work because that's over delivering.
Every day I hear more and more about the state of the MCU, and it's just yeesh.
Well, here's the thing. I think that post was directly. It was dog whistling that presentation in a way of saying, yeah, we are going to, for the moment, stop that mindset because we fucked up.
They're not going to stop that mindset because
Look,
management didn't get punished.
No, they will. Being
Blizzard
nearly half under sales after you just got purchased, the C-suite is up for I don't know, execution once the end of year financial report goes to Daddy Sony.
I don't know if Activision Blizzard was capable of learning from their mistakes, all these allegations about the workers' misconduct wouldn't keep popping up.
This isn't Acti Blizzard anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, Bungie was published for the first Destiny game under Activision Blizzard. D2 got published for the first 2 years under Activision Blizzard. But here's the thing. Activision Blizzard, for all its social issues and criminal issues, weren't the bad guys when it came to Destiny. In fact, they were the ones that kept it at a decent quality.
I still laugh.
Which is, saying something, because I absolutely despise Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, I still like how every time Overwatch is like, hey, we're going to release this new character, and look at all this stuff, and it's like everyone else is just like, okay, what did you do?
Yeah.
Oh no! There's a dead deer on the side of the road. No. Anyway, but it's kind of funny. I wonder, do you think Overwatch 2 can be saved right now? Like, what would they even have to do to fix that? I mean, first I would say if you own skins from the first game, you
I
can
was
have it for
muted
the
this
second one.
entire time. Just
How do
appeal to
you-
VTubers because a lot of VTubers like to play Overwatch.
True. So are you saying add VTuber skins?
No.
Because I would love to see freaking Diva as Gouda.
No.
No, you no.
ヘルトコイ
Okay,
ンでの支払いにしか
which VTuber skin would match?
That no.
none
No,
of them?
I mean actual big events with the VTuber crowd.
Yeah, but you gotta have skins based on
No.
the VTuber. You sure about that?
Yes.
So you're saying you wouldn't? Okay, what about adding a VTuber?
No.
That would be
because-
cringe.
Yeah.
Would it?
You see, I'd be okay with VTuber skins in Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Or not?
Or
You might even get away with them in Apex.
yeah,
VTubers also like Apex a lot.
they really like Apex.
Listen, if they're gonna do VTubers for Fortnite, Callie and Gouda gotta be one of the two.
I mean,
Can't
yeah,
really-
they're the two biggest EN names known to man, and technically, Callie's kind of already in Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Well, the voice actress is.
Okay, I was gonna say.
But anyway,
Or hell, how has no one just decided, hey, okay, what if I made a battle royale and it's just VTubers?
No.
no, he's on to something.
Yeah, but you can do that as a fan game. I'm not gonna recommend that as,
Cover Corp could do it.
Cover Corp has a lot of talents.
Yeah, it would
It's
be
like
like a
it's like-
spell break thing.
You would have
Is imagine having a subclass of character. It's like these characters are fast and have smaller hitboxes but less health, and it's just Gura, Ame, Bibu.
Ollie,
Is Ollie small?
yes.
No. Okay, so this would just be me for fun's sake. You take Gouda's model, right, and take the hitbox out of her chest.
That would not be okay because people aim for center mass. But
I know.
also I want to point out that there are 3D like chipified versions of the EN girls. You could absolutely have a PvE mode. It would basically be Hollow Cure but 3D.
Yeah. They could also still just make a VTuber fighting game.
They already did that.
Did they?
Yeah. It's called Idol
Ah.
Showdown.
Yeah, but talking 3D, like something akin to Fighters, not whatever that was.
Fighters is 2D? What the fuck are you talking about?
Fighters is not 2D.
It is.
Not. It's a side-scroll fighter, but it's not 2D. Those are 3D models.
That's not important.
Yes, it is. It's
No, it's not.
2D means drawn. 3D is models.
No.
Yes.
2D is the method of gameplay.
I'm
3D
not
is
talking
something
about
like Tekken where you can shift around in the third dimension.
Or like the Jump Force.
Yeah, we don't talk about Jump Force.
But
Fine,
Naruto Ninja
I'm talking
Storm
about I
then.
want 3D
Yeah,
for
that
completely Christian reasons. It was a good Power Rangers. Oh shit, I'm speeding.
Okay.
Oh god, it's a child. I lived it. I hope it. got to buy an external for my PC because all these games like I'm trying to install right now, it's like I'm tired of having to uninstall one game to install another one. Then if I feel like playing it again, gotta wait several hours to reinstall that one. Remember when 16 gigabytes was a lot of megabytes was a lot of space for a hard drive? Yeah.
No, I don't.
It was a joke. I still remember when I first got a PS3 and realized I had to install the fucking game before I played it, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was wild times when we transitioned from just on disc, pop it in, turn it on, and play the game to game has to install because now we have a proper OS that can, it's more than just a booting system.
But I feel like that was the downfall in terms of like the space. Here's the thing: at one point, they're not when you buy a Call of Duty, they're not going to give you a disc. They're just going to give you a hard drive.
I mean, the thing is if you've been keeping up with it at all, cartridge-based storage is way higher capacity.
And surprisingly, the only company
Nintendo.
doing cartridge space is Nintendo, and it's not because of the capacity; it's because of the nostalgia.
It's a little of both.
Also, a cartridge is just more aesthetically pleasing.
True. Also, it's you don't have to worry about scratching it as much because you can just design the cartridge to be basically physically impossible for it to scrape against anything.
All right, well, fun. Come on, dog. I still remember when the Nintendo Switch came out and all the videos of the Nintendo Switch cartridge tastes horrible. And I'm
Why
like,
the hell did you lick it?
It's exactly. It's like one
It's
of
like
y'all.
it's like Nintendo patented it being a very bitter substance, and it's like, yes, for kids not to eat them, but why? Why did you feel the need to test it out?
The fuck? Like, I get it, video content's gonna content, but come on. I say if there's one downside to the cartridge method is you lose a cartridge, you kind of fucked.
I mean, it's the same way with discs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a disc is shiny, a cartridge is not.
Not necessarily. Also, a cartridge is way easier to, store.
Fucking
place.
And it's lighter.
Like, if you wanted to, you could, like, with some basic craftsmanship skills, you could probably make your own little storage block for a couple dozen Nintendo Switch cartridges.
Case in point, people have been doing it for a while now.
Although with advanced craftsman skills, you can make a spring-loaded one that you push on it and it pops out a little bit and you grab it.
That's some Etsy shit. At that point,
but you would love it.
Oh, 100%. And it would probably be customized with like Nintendo characters on it.
Sticker set.
That too.
But the funny thing is, I didn't realize it until now, but Nintendo, it's like I never actually noticed that you don't have to install any cartridge games on any of the DS systems because the entire game is on the cart.
Yeah.
And that includes, like, previously, again, Metal Gear Solid 3D. it's just Metal Gear Solid 3, but with Yoshis instead of frogs.
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Unironically, they make the writing sound when you shoot them.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Also kind of overpowered. You could convert any stored camera data on the system into a camo, and that included pictures of things in game.
Nice.
Did that actually affect their ability to
Not
see?
only that, but
Yes, you can.
what's-
You can take a picture of something and have 100% camo rating in an area.
Yeah, I saw they're developing the pictures for the PlayStation 5 Slim, and it doesn't even come with a stand. You have to buy that separately.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of stupid.
And once again,
And
the disc version.
there's no disc version. It's an
Christ.
it's an optional expansion.
Well, no, the disc version again looks like they just they started with the discless version and then created the disc
Yes,
version.
because the disc version is an expansion. It's a hardware expansion that you can get optionally.
It might have been the biscuits then. The bones you threw out. Okay, she didn't get that until I started giving her those. She didn't do it.
I have an overabundance of Halloween candy.
Nice.
Because I always get Halloween candy even if people don't come. Because I know the one time that I wouldn't get Halloween candy is the one time that people actually trick or treat at my place.
I'm putting it in circle.
隙だらけ陛下に慈悲なし戦とは木のごとし
Thank you. And then we got. You know what? It's kind of funny too, because in terms of console, the Nintendo has always made the more aesthetically pleasing ones.
Finally have enough controllers to play Kazuya.
For a month. But yeah,
Alright, I'll catch up when I get on the computer.
Okay.
戦とは木のごとし
but yeah, Nintendo is like the next console from Nintendo is looking really promising because it's gonna have really high capacity cartridge based games, which means you don't need to deal with a disc reader. You don't need to deal with anything like that. And if they make it like the 3DS, then you can easily have Switch games compatible with the new slot. It's going to be using last gen's hardware power, which is more than enough for anything Nintendo could possibly want to do.
私に続く陛下に慈悲なし
I feel like more and more the upgrades in power are to reflect the decrease in quality of the programmers.
That's what I keep saying, is that a lot of programmers use the power allowance to just program worse because they don't have to be as efficient. That's why I like Monster Hunter on Switch so much. Is
Like,
this is a game.
It's like,
This is a game made by people that know how to optimize for low power.
well, it's because they can allow certain, like, leak of memory bugs to occur because it's like, oh yeah, It's a minor memory leak. We don't have to worry about it.
It is well known that if you play Xenoblade 2 for a few hours too many without closing the game, it will start to memory leak. So that is a thing still, but you know.
Yeah, but it's less.
Uh huh. Save often, everybody. But the thing is that I'm excited about it from Nintendo because it's, you know, even working within the bounds, you still run into a lot of limitations. Like let's be real here, Rise on Switch does not look as good as World did on PS4. But
真面目に働けば報いは
it's
ある
just
ものだね
it just holds a lot of promise when their developers actually use the power efficiently.
提携の話が
Also, I just want to point out that the Switch 2 will probably just be kind of similar to a performance gaming phone.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, gaming phones are kind of insane with how powerful they can be with something that just fits in your pocket. They're hundreds of dollars, but you know, it do what it does. What you doing, Lucas?
Nothing, just fighting a shield man. Have you ever just gone to a fight and think I'm kind of overpowered for this?
Yeah, a bit.
Also, I play fighting G apart with Serval.
小テストに過ぎないね
Oh, I'll be like.
Come on, my mini trotter friend. Locate treasure for me.
Touch, kill.
Hey,
これ
baby.
でこのプロジェクト砲丸を持ってみるべし
内定よここへ
これでこのプロジェクトは完了だね
こ
Hello, sweetheart. I'm not letting you on my lap. No.
Cats be like that.
世の万物
No, you're not getting on my lap. Not after you clawed up my leg.
低リスク正
But the cat wants the lap.
占い
陛下に慈悲
Also, here's the thing. She will only get on my lap when I sit in this particular chair.
Yes, that is very cat-like.
If I sit on the futon,
最初
she will not get on my lap.
I like Numby. This is a fucking OnlyFans side quest.
一休みしよっか。
そろばん超勃起。
一休みしよっか。スマホのバイブもオフにしよう。次のスケジュールは
I come back to my room and there's a cat occupying my chair. I see that John is still not back yet. Wow.
This is a mix of OnlyFans and catfishing.
What?
宇宙
This
船
side
はあな
quest.
たの家だと思っ 宇宙ステーションをあなたの家。
Ah, yes, when you have the funds of a small country and you just give them 20% and they freak out. Ah, yes. Dressing up as cops to not get arrested.
Pretty sure that's illegal anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, why is Coco just plain insane?
I'll see.
Like, I just got to the point where they... You still brewing on her as Echo. After the battle with Geopard. And oh boy.
手をここへ立ち切る
Oh, fun.
What?
My bounty target changed from a espionage to a furious regime.
Fun.
I mean, the thing is that furious regime isn't actually all that difficult. He just hits really hard. Bro,
What?
literally everybody on this quest, including the host, was so offended that they left.
Mm.
It's to hunt a furious regime, but first you have to get through a Somnicant and a Kezu. You have to fight everything, and it's like, oh, fun. Hey,
I hate Kazu.
everybody hates Kezu. Nobody likes Kezu. Literally nobody.
Really?
What?
This quest is asking me if I. No. Simps don't get to talk to a catfish because it makes them feel good. Game. Fuck off.
I'm sorry, what?
休みしよっか。
Catfish
ス
scams
マホ
are
のバイブもオフにしよう。
bullshit.
宇宙ステーションをあなたの家だと。
I'm pretty sure that Kazu has no redeeming qualities besides just being the one that everybody universally dislikes.
Oh great, I'm dealing with a mimic. me.
This chick is insane. Hi. Hi, cat.
Man, this mimic really does have a weird ass idea of how the player character acts. Dumbass mimic.
これでこのプロジェクトは完了だね。
Dumbass
What?
researcher decided to help out a mimic because the mimic messed with her, and she only thought the only way out was to help it.
Well, like how when it comes to internet reality, it's like, hey, here's a strong female character with absolutely no flaws whatsoever. It can do everything.
John streaming.
Eh.
Streaming.
No. This has nothing to do with streaming. Then,
No,
you know,
he is streaming.
then the circus, digital circus comes out, introduces a goddamn disaster of a human being, an instant favorite. Because what happens when you make a character who's completely full of flaws and filled with social anxiety? Most of the people in it be like, "Oh my god, she's just like me, for real, for real."
Yeah, that's not good.
What do you mean it's not good?
It's not good because they see their anxieties reflected accurately, and it's like, yeah, it's not good to have those.
All right, we know,
Yeah.
but that's why these characters tend to better
Yeah.
themselves. Now, the people
Yeah,
who like
but
them,
most of the
don't,
people
but-
that like these types of people don't actually better themselves or work on themselves or anything else.
yes, that's why they watch shows about characters who better themselves, and they watch podcasts about people with trash tastes, if you would.
I don't mind the Trash Taste podcast most of the time.
Most of the time. Yeah. Whatever. You know, one thing I actually noticed recently about her model is just, I get it, it's a cartoony model, but Jesus Christ, that thigh gap.
Oh, Gura?
Huh?
No,
Hero?
the
No, Pomni from Digital Circus.
Oh.
yeah.
I still like how, in terms of fiction, the character who was like the king of thigh gap is SpongeBob.
Eh.
That boy built wide. Okay, I need to make a render for tomorrow because I won't have enough time to make one in the morning.
Hmm.
I know. How's y'all's November treating you?
Okay.
Cool. Christmas is next month.
Yep.
That's correct.
I started. We have a little radio thing in our job, so we can play music and all that. I grabbed the aux cord when no one else had it. I queued up Christmas rock music on Spotify, and everyone instantly turned to look at me when the song played. Violence. I don't wanna...
If you continue to sing that song, I will have you killed.
I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
John, stop.
What is it to that?
No, actually, stop.
Stop what?
Okay, I've muted him.
It's YouTube. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. YouTube is bullshit.
You have a thing.
What?
I don't need it. Nothing. I can't. Nothing I can say in the stream while you're streaming.
He has you muted unless he doesn't.
No, I do. I can hear him again now.
Cool. Yeah. No, I can't say it while you're on stream.
Do I have? No wait. This is the
時を待ちて動くというが、じっとしていろという意ではない。
Wait a minute. I have just been struck by genius.
What?
Again, can't say it while you're on stream.
This man.
陛下に慈悲なし。
Is this pre-dynamic? Okay.
カーブアス占いましょう消化勝利
泣いてよ、ここへ。
So, Lucas?
He is nowhere to be seen. Oh, that's right. You had an afro. That was funny. Let's go this way.
Lucas.
Yeah.
How are
How you
you?
doing?
I'm a hologram.
Konnichiwa.
Gesundheit.
Is everything but daijoubu?
I will whoop your ass.
I'm sorry.
Why are you like this?
I don't know.
He chooses to be this way.
一休みしよっかスマホのライトもオフにしよ
Oh, look, a 10 pull on the basic banner.
Nice.
For reaching Trailblazers level 25. I will actually take the Natasha duplicate.
What would you say is your favorite time period for Bulma?
I'm not
Imagine
commenting.
Imagine being into Dragon Ball.
Really? That sucks. I don't know, her super hairstyle is pretty cool, but at the same time, I kind of fuck with the fro during the Android saga.
Recommended team level 38. My team is level 40. Now is everything on my team level 40?
Have you been upgrading your skills?
Yes, I've been upgrading my traces.
Good.
資産没収よそうよ一体
What do I need? Okay, what are these green leaf things?
Preservation, not preservation, abundance skill mats.
Okay.
You know, I'm surprised that cell shading actually looks good outside of Blender.
Why Why wouldn't it?
Well, let me be more specific. I'm surprised that cell shading looks good in Source Filmmaker. Because again, while a nice free software that's actually probably the most user-friendly software I've ever used, it's not a powerful one.
I mean, Blender is free.
Yes, but Blender is not very user-friendly, or at least, you know.
It's not beginner friendly.
There you go.
What's my like?
I have also found that since beginning my journey as an animator slash artist, there is a severe lack of actual like beginner advice. It's all for people that
I found plenty of actual decent YouTube videos.
Well, there are a decent amount of YouTube videos that are okay. But I mean like absolute beginner, because a bunch of the stuff that I've seen, it's like, it's kind of assuming you know the absolute basics, which makes sense. Most of the people that want to get into this stuff either took art in high school or something similar.
True. When I tried to learn how to, you know, put in a model into a scene in Blender, it's like, it's not, I wouldn't call it complicated, but like, it seems to take a lot more steps than you would think is necessary.
Well, there's also the issue is that there's a gap in between fundamentals and absolute beginner that is rarely filled.
Yeah.
Like, I took sculpture in high school. I didn't take drawing.
Drawing, when I took video game design, drawing was not even an option. It was, surprisingly, took us straight to 3D modeling and, you know, all that good stuff, but...
Yeah, I'm just over here. I had to basically figure out the basics on my own. And I don't even know if I know everything right.
Here's it. Well, in my case, it's worse because you learn it one class at a time for a month, and then after the class is done, you move on to the next thing. So literally, not enough time for anything you've learned to actually sink in until you moved on to the next one. And I get it; it's college. You're not really there to to learn something and then do everything. It's more like you're figuring out what it is that you actually want to do in the subject.
Yeah, that's the issue. What if you want to actually do the thing that they basically gloss over?
Then you would figure it out. You would focus on it.
We have a severe lack of teachers.
Well,
should I say we have a severe lack of competent teachers?
Because if you're trying to learn from a school, yeah, that's gonna be a lot more difficult. If you're trying to learn from some random Indian guy on YouTube, you're gonna learn all you need.
Yeah, there aren't that many for...
Although, I will say this, one of the funniest attempts of me using a tutorial, it was a very good tutorial. I was not confused at all while watching it. The only problem was the guy doing the tutorial had the worst stutter I have ever heard. And I think it was specifically when he made K sounds. But what happened to me was, while I was listening, every time, you know, the stutter would start, I would find my head bobbing. Every time he went, and I'm like, and I couldn't figure out, I was like, why am I doing this? And I couldn't stop.
And then eventually you realized.
I don't think he realized anything.
Probably.
Wait, Godzilla -1 spawn is covered that already? The fuck? It
Also-
just came.
Also,
Fuck
we
me.
have the new Fortnite season
Tomorrow.
today.
Technically tonight, yeah.
Actually, wait.
Well, that is- I'm not
Servers
gonna be doing
end at
tonight.
3 a.m.
Okay, so
Yep.
definitely not. So technically tonight, but. Oh, and wait, daylight savings is Saturday night.
Sunday, yeah, Saturday night. / Sunday morning.
Oh
Fall
god,
back
I
an
love,
hour.
I love when we roll back.
Extra hour of sleep.
I still remember this one time I woke up. I was tired, and I'm like, damn, I slept the whole night. And then I like go to the kitchen. I see the time on the kitchen, on the oven. Then I look at my phone. I'm like, oh, I didn't just. It's not that I slept all night. It's that I lost an hour of sleep.
Yep.
What sucks is even when the rollback, it's like if you're me, your body eventually realizes some. You know, when you're not waking up the time you're used to,
Yep.
and so you're like you're sleeping, and then you're like something's not right. I have slept for too long. You ever follow somebody because they make good content, but then, well, you found one good content they made, followed them, then realized that's literally the only content they've made that you liked?
I think we've all known that pain.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, this is great. Let me look at the rest of the stuff he does. Oh! Okay then, I'm just gonna turn the fuck around.
Best do that while you can.
Then there's the ones who make fan content you really like, but then they start to move to that transition of, I want to make some original stuff. And like at first, now if you went from making fan content and then you build enough of a following where you're comfortable making your own stuff, that's fine. I have no issue with that. It's when you make your own stuff and then it's like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah, I think can't ever remember names when I try to think about them.
For example, like in terms of something that worked really good, this guy was started off by making Star Versus content, and eventually he stopped making Star Versus content after the series ended, obviously. So he started to make.
Yeah, because there's nothing left to do.
So he started making his own character, his own series of original characters. The thing is that the writing ability he had while making Star Versus content still transfers over, so he's able to make good characterization and all that. So the new story he made is actually pretty good, so I keep reading it. But in this other guy I followed on YouTube, this was when My Little Pony was at its peak, and he decided to move away from that, and I'm like, okay, cool. But then when I saw the new content he was making, I'm like, oh, I don't like this.
That's the trapping sometimes.
Well, I mean, I unfollowed him a while ago, but it's more like some people think it's like, well, you know, you gotta give it a chance, and it's like I did.
It was
like,
bad.
It was bad. I moved on. Also, he got very salty due to constantly being compared to his prior content. But it's like, bro, you're the one who decided to move on. And it's like some people who decide they want to make their own stuff they kind of act. I don't want to say entitled.
Might be the only word that's fitting, though.
Well, it's more of a sense like they tell you they're gonna make something new, then they like lambast you preemptively for as if you were thinking, oh, I guess I'll unsub now. So they'll go on with the, oh, this is my decision, I'm doing this, if you don't like it, you can leave, and I'm like, let's see what you got
That's
first.
just gonna push people away before anything actually happens.
Hey guys, you know what happened the last time somebody did this? Like, oh right, what was it? It was EA No, it wasn't EA Front. It was Battlefield 1.
All right, because they had
It was Battlefield 5. One
Ah.
was the actual good one that took the wind out the sails for Titanfall 2. And I forever resent them for that.
Look, it's the thing is, I've seen people say it's like we've reached a stage when companies are becoming anti-consumer.
I mean, we've been there for a while. It's just that,
It's blatant.
yeah, it's become openly anti-customer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
No, here's the thing, though.
anti-consumer
Beforehand-
practices is just scummy practices. But now they're actively trying to bite the hands that feed them.
When you forget how money works.
Because it's like it used to be. Okay, what do people want? We're gonna have to try to make something people are willing to buy. Now
While
it's
still
like
trying to
we-
maximize profit.
Yeah, now it's like buy this or we're going to call you the worst type of people possible for not enjoying this thing that we made that you didn't ask for.
Even if it's shit. Especially if it's shit.
And it's, I mean, especially with a lot of movies lately too. It's like if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's like, okay.
All right.
And then when the movie doesn't make any numbers, they blame the people who didn't watch it. It's like you told me if I didn't like the idea of the movie not to watch it, so I didn't. They did that shit with the Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, they did that with a lot of things.
It's easy to list the things they didn't do that with.
And look at now. What gets me is for years people have been saying the MCU was going to crash and burn. Everyone kept saying, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. You're only saying that because the main leads are people of color now. It's like, no, it's because the writing has gotten bad. What Marvel had to do after Endgame was hit the brakes and then start to slowly build back up again. They refused to do that.
Alternatively, they could actually live in the world that they made for themselves with the snap and the unsnap.
Yeah, because we only
I
got like...
I still think they should have lived in the post-snap world and not even done it.
True.
Just stopped with Endgame, basically.
No. Don't even do the endgame plot. Just live in the post-snap world.
Okay.
Also, that's 5 years of content that they could have done. You know, I'm not saying there wasn't any, world-ending threat, but I'm sure there were some people. There was hell, there are probably villains who appeared due to the power vacuum. Although I still kind of find it funny that, post Snap, you got Hawkeye. I love how we didn't get to see any of Hawkeye's, Ronin shenanigans.
We were just told they happened.
I mean, we saw the end that.
Also, you know
It's
what?
like, bro, you could have.
You know what? I'm gonna reiterate it. Cut out the main plot of Endgame. Just introduce a new threat, and it's like, look, I know we're missing a lot of people that used to be the biggest players, but this is the world we live in now, and there's a threat coming, and somebody's got to do something about it. So we're gonna try to put a team together.
True. But see, what gets me, actually, that would have been better. What gets me is again, when we said Marvel's movies were failing, and that we were told we were bad people. Suddenly, Marvel says that their movies aren't performing well. Now suddenly everyone agrees that they're not. It's like, wow. Meanwhile, I have to say this though: Jonathan Majors is a very much big victim of all this.
Yeah.
Because on top of the allegations ending up not being true, because everyone jumps the goddamn gun when it comes to those things. Now he ends up being in one of the worst written movies, and yet it's not his fault that the movie was bad.
Hey, you know who he's right there with? He didn't have allegations against him, but you know who he's right there with?
Who?
John Boyega.
John Boyega got the worst of it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Imagine being objectified to the point of generic black man that we have to hide on the poster for the China version.
Once again, never gonna get over the fact that when the trailers were coming out and he had the lightsaber, I'm like, oh shit, we're getting a black Jedi, and I was like, okay, cool. And then you find out, nope, he's not even the main character. It's like, the fuck?
It would be so much easier for him to be the main character. Like, the setup that they gave him is so much easier to build off of and work towards whatever goals you want to, but instead he gave us generic, like, scavenger rat Ray.
Who somehow can fly a spaceship better than the previous owner.
Can fly it and knows how to fix it better than the previous owner. Despite never having shown any,
Hey guys, you wanna know something that would have remedied this pretty heavily? Like, it wouldn't completely solve it, but it would help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, so we're gonna show Rey using some of her junk that she scavenged to put the finishing touches on a junk land speeder.
Because people bring up the fact that Anakin built his own pod racer, but it's like, yeah, but he grew up working with machines.
He even created C-3PO.
Yeah, the thing
out of a bunch of other protocol droids, but we don't talk about him being an amalgamation of other parts.
Anakin Skywalker built this in the desert with a box of scraps.
Basically the Frankenstein of all protocol droids.
Also, I just want to point out that, like, you glossed over it, but I'm serious. All you need to do is have a short montage of her going to various wrecks, pulling out parts, keeping some for herself, then taking the rest to, the trader, and then you just put in occasional shots of her working on something, and then it's just as simple as she presses a button or flips the switch or whatever, and it starts hovering, and it's like, oh,
seriously, that's literally. Here's the thing: establishing a character's strength is not that hard.
Establishing the weakness
isn't that hard either.
But they decided not to actually put in the effort to do that.
You know what would be even better?
What?
Over the course of the montage, or you know what? Realistically, this should just be the first movie, and she only leaves near the end of the first movie. We have her not just getting the parts and eventually building it. We have her trying and failing and correcting and fixing things as she goes. Like somebody who doesn't know how something works, so they have to figure it out as they go.
Or hell, maybe not make her a carbon copy of Anakin and... Shit, why didn't they just make her a clone of Anakin?
They didn't, though.
I'm saying, why didn't they? Because they're very clearly just trying to make her Anakin 2.0.
Or Luke.
Or Luke.
See,
They
the
both
funny
live
thing,
in a desert planet.
the funny thing is that she could never be Anakin 2.0 with the backstory they gave her, because Anakin's like fatal weakness is his connection to people that he loves. Rey doesn't love anybody. She never had anybody. She never even look at the end of the sequel trilogy. Rey is still alone.
Yeah. Oh, I have to say, when it comes to that whole thing about Anakin's weakness, it's like, can you really even call that a weakness?
I mean, it is, because it can be easily exploited.
Well, yes, but
Ask Sidious.
really think about it though, because Anakin, yeah, he he let his emotions get over him, but that was just because he was in a society that was all like, no, emotions are bad, keep them repressed.
Well,
And
yes,
history has very
that is it can be easily exploited, but that doesn't mean it.
Well, yes, but why? You know why it was so easily exploited? Because Anakin needed someone he could turn to, and none of the Jedi would have.
The only one that would have was dead.
Palpatine took advantage of the fact that Anakin felt like there was nobody among the Jedi, not even Obi-Wan, that he could turn to about this.
Again, wouldn't have been a problem if Qui-Gon survived.
Pretty much. Order 66, while yes, Anakin may have fucked up a little, but the majority of the reason Order 66 actually got to pass was because of the Council.
Mace Windu just recklessly charged the Chancellor's quarters, aiming to make an arrest. Oops. Gave him all the justification needed right there on the silver platter.
Because, like, yeah, the Jedi may not have been the bad guy, but they weren't the good guys in this.
Definitely not.
And then Obi-Wan lets everything after Episode 3 happen.
Also that.
How do you fuck that up so badly?
I still can't quite wrap my head around how Luke, I saved my dad, but screw my nephew, Skywalker is a thing.
Yeah. Keep in mind, you know...
Is you should own a house in Florida and get it roofed.
Why?
Let me.
Are you going to elaborate?
Let me actually post these.
I would hope he is.
I was like, that was random, then just like refuses to elaborate.
Signs out a call.
You'll have to check bath time.
The fuck? Alright
Oh.
then, yeah.
And with it is this picture. If that's the actual promotional thing that they're using as the example product, it actually doesn't look too bad. $500 is not a bad price range for that sort of kit.
I want a turkey. Speaking of turkey, we got to buy. Me and when it comes to my family, we end up.
I
buying
would
3 or
take
4
that turkey.
I mean, it's a nice looking turkey. Look at that.
That's a damn good turkey. What is that, Butterball?
I think you can actually see the branding on it.
Damn, the neck on that is amazing.
It is indeed a butterball. And the other thing looks a bit cheap, but
No, I remember there's a
but
video.
it's free.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it's free with a roof. But
it's free, quotation mark. I remember seeing it was a video. Basically, the kid was helping prep the turkey for, seasoning and all that.
NBC,
So,
of course, has to put a spin on this. It's like, yes, this roofing company is doing something dangerous. I don't know what you mean. It's just a housewarming gift and a turkey.
That's the most American promotion ever. I
Oh,
wish we could see more of that.
Lucas, you still here?
He's deafened.
Okay.
Pain.
Invincible season 2 started.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
so brought it up.
Oh, bro, remember Class of 3000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good show. Jolly good show, if you would. Oh, wait, that just reminded me. I have to watch this video now. Jump up and let's go.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. You have to wait 3 You have to wait 3 days to get the housewarming gift.
Mhm.
はいトパスです
3-day wait period for a housewarming gift. Makes sense.
ああ I see はいわかり
Also,
ま
Also,
the fact that this is a Florida promotion and not a Texas promotion.
do you think it's like a voucher, or do they buy it and you just accept whatever it is? Because if it's any housewarming gift worth $500, that's a pretty good range of, that's,
Good stuff.
I think they did a batch order.
PlayStation.
I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look great, but
It looks pretty basic.
Why do I keep seeing this? So if they sold chicken and fries at a theater, would you prefer that over popcorn?
ああ
Mm,
はいわかりました
My
Probably not.
theater already serves chicken and fries.
No, look at this guy's comment. It's you will never financially recover after buying chicken wings from the movie theater.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's
No.
true. The chicken
Yeah.
that my theater like charges, it's like I think $20.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God.
God.
Does it come with a refill?
I'd assume not.
No, it's theater food. It's always gonna be priced to high heaven.
And not even you don't even get refills with it. That's never been how it works.
Actually, no. The drinks are free refills.
Hmm.
No free refills on popcorn
I've taken
or anything.
in my
else.
place you can refill it, but I've taken to refilling on the way out.
Makes sense.
I did it once and I didn't think they'd let me, but to my surprise, it did.
I mean, most of the people there working are working for
はいトパスです
kind of low wages, so
にほん
I doubt they would care.
ああ I see はいわかりました
I still remember just seeing a tweet of some guy saying, he's like, "Oh, I sell $300 worth of material every day. I should get a cut of that." It's like, no,
一休みし
you
よう
were being paid to sell that material.
I mean, if you are to sell stuff, you should be charging commission if you want that.
People like, if the company's doing good, I should get some compensation for that. It's like, okay, so if the company's doing bad, you're gonna suffer consequences.
Well, no.
Because they always try to say is like, oh, the company would be nothing without us. It's like, okay, you would be nothing without the company. A company exists
Unless
because
they actually made their own company, but then
well, yes, but
they wouldn't
it's
be
like
complaining about it.
people talk about Jeff Bezos and how he has all this money. Yeah, because he took a really big freaking risk, and it worked.
Yes. But also because he was in the right place at the right time.
I mean,
Yes.
to be fair, that's a lot of companies.
Granted, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, the conditions that what you call it the Amazon workers are under is just kind of really, really bad.
Yep.
I mean, I won't deny that. I think there was one time I was going to the zoo, and I looked at the sign, it's like, you can work here. I'm like, what the hell is here? And it's an Amazon warehouse. I'm like, no.
You saw the thing I shared the other day.
Be gone.
Anyway, you saw the thing I shared the other day. It was from the Armored Core sub about Amazon warehouses being stocked with reverse jointed robots.
I remember seeing a movie about that once. Didn't end well.
Well, anyway, just know that they gave Amazon robots reverse joint legs, which means that they can hound you down and pummel you to death with their feet. That's not true, but that's how reverse joints behave in Armored Core.
What exactly is the goal of
the robots in the
jump.
also
Jump good.
Do you remember the one robot that they were using? It was doing manual labor or something, and partway through, it was moving boxes on shelves, like it was working a job, and apparently at some point the robot just fucking killed itself.
It acquired sentience and it was like, I'm not doing it.
It kind of literally terminated its programming and shut down.
It sent itself to the usual.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Ah, crap! I just brain farted and forgot what I remembered. Okay, yeah, it was one of those. Again, those Reddit stories about aliens are actually really when it's like a Reddit story is like, this thing happened in my life. It's like, I don't believe a word of this at all. But when you know it's fake from the beginning, it's like, oh, what an interesting story. Well, one of my favorites is like, the aliens took over Earth and was going to implement a, quote, tyrannical work schedule where everybody would work 4 hours a day.
Okay.
For 3 days. In exchange for free housing and all that. And apparently, they were completely shocked by the idea that all of humanity was like, oh shit, really? Like, apparently, yeah, anywhere else in the universe, working 4 hours a day, 3 days a week, is considered, like, torture. But tell a human you're gonna do that, they're like, what's the catch?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get free. What?
That was basically it.
Oh,
like,
wait. I work 3 hours a day.
4 hours.
For 4 hours a day for 3 days a week, and I get free housing.
Yep.
And there's no other restrictions. I can buy like whatever I want for it. You're not looking over my shoulder with what I put in there besides like illegal stuff. It's like, what the hell is illegal? Oh my god.
Like, they started questioning people. It's funny too, because the business owners, the leaders of the world are telling them they need to increase the work hours and all that. They're like, increase what?
Yeah, people get fucking bored.
Like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, I need something to do that makes me feel productive. You can have a hobby. No. Like, I don't know, something more substantial than that. Your species is insane.
Yes.
We are driven on pure adrenaline and dopamine.
And, the need for chaos and destruction. Mother Mother, I crave violence.
Can't do it. Well, I guess you can. Because
No,
it's
I
a-
can because it is a video game voice.
Mother, I crave
It was
violence.
AI generated and recycled. Man, it's 2023 and I'm seeing an article that Mercy is the biggest problem with Overwatch 2. How?
You know what though? They're kind of right. Probably just not for the reason they're expecting. Mercy was great when they didn't try to turn a healer into a DPS.
I mean, Battle Mercy was a thing.
Yes, that's why it's bad.
I mean, it was a thing before they buffed the pistol.
Well, I'm more specifically talking about Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Well, that was an epic boss fight.
Did you win?
Yes.
Cool.
Wildfire.
Yep.
We made a choice to go fight against your... Okay.
Set things on fire.
Now... How long has this been? 2 hours of random side quests. I have been doing errands for the space station Churrillo 6. And now I remember why I procrastinated all these side quests.
Mundane.
Yeah, these are mundane. Let me go do character quests. No one needs to look at all these side quests. I was like, I should do them on stream because it's content, and then I just remembered, oh, this stuff's boring.
Also, how in the world is the Fire Lance preservation?
Shields. Protection. Tanking. The Fire Lance is a tank class.
So it's better, baseball bat or Fire Lance?
For now.
Fire Lance.
For now, Fire Lance.
Okay. Also, it does look cool. better than what the Traveler gets.
Wasted too much time. Time flies when you're making content.
Probably true.
I gotta make that goddamn Generator Rex video, because then I can work on the Honkai.
Ah, yes.
I'm gonna have to make, because if we want to do what you suggested, where I have multiple members of the Bat family weighing in.
Does Damien have good...
Well, Damien was in, what you call it? He was in Injustice.
Mm.
But it's like an older Damien. Fortunately, basically, all of the Bat family that's going to be required were in the game.
I can't wait for Jason Todd to be like, shut up.
So the one thing I would think of is, like, each character starts to weigh in on who they think is capable of beating whatever character you wanted.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if you wanted to still have Jason not even be there, but at the end it shows that he's actually just playing the game.
No, just at the end of it, he says, I think Dr. Fate could handle her, and it's like, and everyone just looks at him, and it's like, wait a second. You play this game? And
I have no.
And it's like,
I don't.
It's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Phone rings. It's a Honkai jingle.
Goes to the robot settlement. Meets a robot. Trailblazer instantly knows which robot it is in their name.
Hey, Iz, you wanna know? You wanna hear something stupid?
What?
So,
Okay.
somebody
That
comes to
streaming?
the Armored Core. Somebody comes to the Armored Core subreddit and is like, "Gotta love artificial difficulty in game design." Like,
Oh, this
the breakout.
classic bullshit.
You know the breakout mission.
You mean
Pretend that I do.
I'm asking Iz.
Excuse me, artificial?
Yeah, he's going. Oh, they give you a shitty AC with shitty weapons, and you're stuck in a hallway with a tetrapod with tons of missiles. It's like they give you a jamming launcher.
Hey, Lucas. Exo Primal Monster Hunter collaboration.
Okay.
Don't you play it?
No?
Why not?
Because I have no interest in.
Hey, John, you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
So, Bungie is betting everything on their new marathon game. And they brought in a bunch of extraction shooter streamers to play it. And after they ended the promo session, they asked them all if they launched the game tomorrow, who would play it, which presumably means that it's so complete that they could do it. Not a single one raised their hand. Anyway, so a new extraction shooter came out recently called The Finals, and yeah, it's kind of stolen the stage. Sucks to be Bungie.
Yeah, this is you know the phrase, don't count your chickens before they've hatched.
They chased a trend, and then the trend was taken out from under them before they even got up on the stage. It's like the finals was on their way up the stairs onto the stage, and they kicked Bungie in the dick and tripped them down the stairs. It's like, loser.
Hold that L, idiot.
It's like, look, I'm sorry, but modern Bungie is run by bean counters and washed up has-beens. They have good talent under them, but one, they just got rid of all of it, and two, yeah, when the management is so what it is, it's not gonna go well.
Yes, I still love how Mark just gave everyone spells.
Yep.
My question is, where the fuck did she get them all?
apparently being part of the Astral Express has its boons.
An unlimited supply of smartphones to give to your friends on other worlds.
I mean, the Luofu has smartphones.
I'm not on the Chinese world.
It's not a world. It's a fleet.
I'm not on the Chinese fleet. I'm still in the place doing all the Master Story stuff.
I am in the ice plains.
And then after that, story stuff, I gotta do all the side quests. God, there's gonna be a lot of side missions.
Yep, they really got you hunting a Raphalos in this crossover. That's awesome, actually.
What the MGS?
Exoprimal Metal Gear crossover.
I mean, it's Raffles. It's what they put in every collaboration.
And they put in the Peace Walker one too. I think it's the first one you fight.
Was it a Raphalos or a Raphian?
I think it was a Raphalos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the last.
They did in
It's been a while.
Final Fantasy 14.
If I could get a working PS3 controller, I could actually boot up my PS3 and tell you.
eBay's a thing.
I don't want to use eBay.
That sounds like a skill issue.
No, it's a logistics issue.
It's a I don't have that kind of cash on me right now issue.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a can't drive and doesn't have work and doesn't have, doesn't believe in own self-control with a credit card series of logistics issues. So, apparently a new Silent Hill game came out.
Oh yeah?
And it is loaded with microtransactions.
Of course.
Make the hill more silent by paying us more money.
I really gotta learn how to do better camera angles.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Also, I have. If there's one thing about camera working, I gotta figure out is how to better do foreshortening. Because from a lot of times when something looks like it's really close to the camera, it's not. It's just been enlarged.
So in Peace Walker, you can fight a Rathalos, a Tigrex, and Gear Rex. Neat.
Gear X being just an organic Metal Gear X.
I mean, it looks pretty cool, actually. Damn, those are some heel spurs. Holy shit. Also known as the Nuclear Dragon. Jeez. What?
Looks like a type from Pokemon Uranium Edition.
Also, technically, it's a group album. Go ahead. Tell me it's not a brute wyvern.
私に続く内定を求めるタッチキル
終わったわ。こんなに近くで君が戦う姿を見たのは初めてね。向こうを調べてみましょう。これは実験記録バフの筆跡よ。
No Nut November is a myth created by succubi so they can have plentiful harvest during the winter.
その後何が起きたのかしら。実験記録の内容を聞いたように、彼は今も
That's actually pretty good.
I won 10 solo matches during Chapter 4, Season 4.
Congratulations, I've won none because that is fucking difficult.
I've won 4?
Does anybody, is you're more VTuber knowledgeable? Do you know who Emily is?
There's a lot of Emilys.
Green jacket, cat ears, white hair, blue eyes.
Sounds
Alright,
familiar.
all my quests are done. I got my 10th solo win of the season. Now to close it until tomorrow when the season
The fact that we may never see Gear Rex again.
Yep. Well, you never know.
Corporate indie.
Alright. Ready to take your turn whenever, I guess. You're still doing that tonight.
We'll get picked it up tomorrow.
Is it a corporate
Fair.
indie? Who?
I don't know. It's just Emily.
That's the issue.
Look, I'll link it to you, the image to you, but I don't know.
Okay, link me the image.
Yeah, hold on a second. Click on this.
Okay, I kind of want to do the Monster Hunter missions in Peace Walker now, because the backstory for the fight with Gear Rex sounds insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so anyway, one day it just showed up out of the ocean, and it just started destroying shit.
Here's Godzilla!
Here goes Shira!
And then what does Snake do? Pull out a fucking rocket launcher and go.
Bet. Or if you're really feeling like taking on a possible challenge, fucking tranquilizer guns.
I mean, they
Sleep
work.
gas
It's
grenades.
just.
It takes
Why-
agonizingly long to actually defeat them that way.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't even tell how much progress you're making because the health bar doesn't show it.
Where the hell did you find this?
Right, I need to check bath time that my eyes are free.
Because this is a random ass DeviantArt user's OC.
Is it?
Yeah.
I found this on a certain website.
Like there's Open 3D Labs, there's
It's Open 3D.
ah.
So it has not been degenerified yet.
Yeah, this is
Nah.
this is literally just someone else's OC.
There's actually been a big increase of people just making OCs of models of other characters, and it's like, cool. I'm still waiting for Mirio the Succubus to have something in Source Filmmaker.
because the person who made her model decided to move on to other things and left the story just dead.
Yeah, after a cliffhanger.
Which is the worst way to leave it.
And to make like 5 parts with no girl-on-girl action, that's just a sin.
Eh.
John, please.
Ah, do you have a crying slider? Come on.
人という生き物はこれらの実験記録と資料は持っていくわ。でもここを離れる前にもう一つだけ手伝ってほしいことがあるの。
So, this feline traveled the world in his little boat. Okay, that's perfectly on brand for them. Never mind. I don't know what I was asking about. You send them off on submarines and Rise. I don't know. Submarines made of wood and hopes and dreams. I don't know why I'm surprised.
I need this here. I can do that. Okay, cool. That makes this easier. Son of a bitch.
I'm getting nothing from my polls.
Yeah, neither am I.
But I am only about 38, 39 past my first, or my second 5-star.
Hey, I'm almost to another 10 pool.
Congrats.
I need 400 more.
Oh, and did not put
So
the
you're
whole
at
thing
7 polls right now.
That's
yes.
Shit. Whatever.
Okay, taking the lore seriously, if a Rathalos was responsible for attacking pirate ships during the Pirate Golden Age in the Caribbean, there is not just a Rathalos on that island. That is a full-on infestation.
What are we talking about?
Rathalos in Peace Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, that's okay. It's like, oh, you can get a Rathalos uniform. All you have to do is defeat the Rathalos non-lethally and get an S rank.
Easy.
My God, it's demanding.
Very easy.
I forgot that Yoshi is inside Metal Gear.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Twin snakes for one. I know that for sure.
Trenya. There was a feline as well.
Yep. Just sailed around the world until you happened to meet Big Boss. And dragged him into some monster hunting. You know, as one does, typically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
You would think that it would be restricted to just crossovers with Metal Gear specifically, but no, they have a small section for Rathalos's appearance in Ultimate.
Yep.
You know what's sometimes one of the most wild things when it comes to art
What?
is when you see when you see the finished product and then you see the concept art. Because
Yep.
the concept art can either be infinitely better than what we actually got, or oh my god, what were you thinking? And there is no in between.
Yep.
Yeah.
Iconic moment.
There we go.
When did I get a model of Glamrock Chica? Am I
Excuse
downloading
me?
models in my?
John.
Did you think it would be funny?
What?
Do you sleepwalk?
I don't remember getting this model.
John, I am closing down the stream.